So looking at this Bitcoin price action, you can see guys, the price of Bitcoin is clearly breaking apart as investor brace for the US inflation report. Yes, you heard that right. Since today, it's 10th of August, it's the release date for the consumer price index, and we are aware the last reading was I think around 9.1%. So if we are going to get another higher reading this time, that could trigger another bigger sell off in price action of Bitcoin. So that's why today it's going to be a very important day. So we don't want the price of Bitcoin to break the final line of support which we have here in a weekly time frame and also in a daily time frame. We are definitely going to talk about this in today's video. So guys, before I jump into the content, if you haven't destroyed that like button, then please do it right now. And for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So yesterday we talked about this very interesting scenario which was pointing us the price of Bitcoin could see a further movement at least towards this 24,500 before choosing a trend direction. Why? Because the price broke the neckline from this inverse head and shoulder and also the upper line area from this broadening wedge. As soon as we did, you can see the price started showing this bullishness, and we were also expecting this bullishness to continue at least towards the 24,500 before choosing a trend direction. You can see the price only managed around 24,300 area, and since then we are clearly showing this weakness. So now if you look at this price action carefully, the price of Bitcoin has also broken the key line of support from this broadening wedge which was supposed to hold the price, and also broken the neckline from this inverse head and shoulder around 23,500. So since the price is clearly below it, is this an actual sign of weakness and also has invalidated this bullish scenario. So that's why we want the price at any cost, guys, at any cost to hold the line around this 22,600 to 22,900 area. Why? This is our final line of support if we still want to show any sort of a bullishness playing out in price action of Bitcoin. If you are aware, guys, we have talked about this weekly time frame. If you look at this price action in a weekly time frame, right now the area where we are finding support is the area where this 200 weekly SMA is lying around. So that's why in a weekly time frame we don't want this support from 200 weekly SMA, which is around 22,900 area, to be broken, because if we fail to hold support at this 200 weekly SMA, then that is also going to trigger another sell off for Bitcoin. So that's why this weekly actually matters a lot, which is around 22,900 area. And beside this weekly time frame, guys, even here in a daily time frame, the top CPI line will be acting as a support, because if you monitor the price movement from Bitcoin here in a daily time frame, this daily candle actually came at the top CPI line, and as soon as it tested the top CPI line, you can see we found support and now we are again above it. So that's why here in a daily time frame, according to this leading indicator, this top CPI line, which is around 22,800 area, is going to be another important line of support for Bitcoin, because if you break below this line and if you also break below this 200 weekly SMA, then our next target according to the CPI line is already placed, and that is around 22,200 area, and even the bottom CPI line, and this bottom CPI line is lying around 21,700 area. So this 22,000 to 21,000 is going to be our potential upcoming downward target if the CPI reading is going to be a high number today, and also price failing to find support at this 200 weekly SMA. Beside this here in a daily time frame, guys, if you also look at this price action using these moving averages, yesterday we were talking about these moving averages, the price was clearly above it, and now if you look at this again, price is below the 50 exponential moving average and holding the support from this 20 exponential moving average. So in a daily time frame, along with this weekly time frame moving average, the SMA line, the top CPI line, also the 20 exponential is one of the most important support which we have here in a daily time frame, and that is also lining around 22,800 area. So that's why this 22,800 area is a very important line of support which we are not allowed to break, because if we break the key line of support which we have here in a daily time frame and in a weekly time frame, then we have to monitor this rising wedge, this bearish rising wedge, because the price of Bitcoin has already broken below the support line. This line has always acted as a strong line of support in the past price action, but right now if you look at this daily candle, the daily has failed to hold the support line, and this is also turning bearish. So that's why if we are going to see any sort of a bullishness, then we want the price re-enter inside this rising wedge. Otherwise, since we are already below it, the same line which previously acted as a support could be acting as a resistance exactly around this 23,000 area. So let's see what the price of Bitcoin is going to do today, and let's hope that the CPI number is not going to be a higher number this time. And beside this, also guys, we have to focus on this ascending broadening wedge which is lining up parallelly. I mean, the price, if we are going to break out of this key line of support which we have around this 22,800 22,900 area, then we could be starting another bearish movement towards the lower line area from this broadening wedge, and this lower line is somewhere around 19,800 price area. So that's why guys, that's why we don't want this support line to be broken, because as soon as this support line gets broken, you can see the price of Bitcoin could be turning very bearish. And if you also monitor the price action here in a smaller time frame, the price which was forming this higher highs higher lows continuation pattern has failed to make another higher highs, and now we could be forming another lower highs lower lows continuation pattern. Let me show you that here. So guys, now if you look at this price structure here in a 4-hour time frame, you can see very clearly the price which was making higher highs higher lows continuation pattern has failed to make another higher highs, and now this is looked as a lower high. So lower highs lower lows is a downward continuation pattern. We are aware of that. But if we look at this price structure here in a bit different way, then you can see it does looks like the price of Bitcoin was actually forming a symmetrical triangle, but the support from this symmetrical triangle, the lower line, has failed. Price tried to re-enter above it, it failed again, and now we are also breaking here to the downward direction. Because if you look at this price action right now, it is again over 23,000, but please be careful because we are already below this lower line, and also we have already lost the support from the rising wedge, the lower line area. So that's why this retest could be getting rejection around this 23,200 23,100 area. So that's why guys, we have to be very careful, even though the price of Bitcoin has somehow managed to come across this 23,000 at this current stage. But if you look at this in a bit different way, guys, you can see the price of Bitcoin also formed a double top type of formation here, and now this could be a sign of a reversal. Right now, as you can see, after testing the neckline area, we are seeing this bullishness, but please be careful guys, please be careful, because if this trend is going to see further retracement, then you can see the price target according to this double top formation could be somewhere around 21,300 to 21,000 area. So that's why to avoid this bearish scenario today, the price of Bitcoin must hold the support from this 200 weekly SMA, hold the support from this top CPI line, and also the support from this 20 exponential moving average around 22,800 area. So these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.